Texas. If any of you guys are looking for me, have questions, reach out. You can find me. I'd be glad to help. So we're going to kick off recruiting, aka they call it Knock for Opportunity, and basically sponsoring and sharing the opportunity. And I'm so glad that y'all are here, because when I first started with Scentsy, I have a team member here right in the front row. She can attest. We went to our first spring sprint together 4 years ago. We went by ourselves. We didn't know what to expect. We had no clue what was going on. But we loved it. We were excited. And nobody told us some of these things that I'm going to teach you guys today. And I wish they had. So for about 18 months in my journey, I've been selling for about 4 years. Some of these things I didn't do, and I wish I had. So I'm glad I'm going to show them to you guys. So basically, sharing the opportunity starts with your story. So I'm going to share my story with you guys, because I'm kind of an odd one. I'm going to call myself a kidnapper. I don't know, is there any other kidnappers in the room? Yeah? Okay. So everyone has a why in their story. So my why started, I needed a tax write-off, I needed a discount, and I loved the product. And I thought, well, I'm just going to use the kit. And honestly, that's what I wanted it for. I had no wants or need after that. So basically, I'm going to tell you guys how I jumped in and why then I joined Scentsy. It was because I was candle girl. I had them everywhere. They were in the house, they were up on the mantle, they were in every single room. I'm talking 10 plus candles. The wick, the flame, the fire, the soot, the ickies, the unsafe, you guys know all that. So I was invited to a party, a Scentsy party. The girl was literally across the freeway, and I declined her event. And I said, I get my candles at Ross and TJ Maxx and Marshalls. I don't need that expensive stuff. So I declined her event. We worked together. A little bit down the road, about 4 months. I'll never forget those 4 months, because I can never get them back. Because I wish I'd gone to that party that I was invited to. But I went to a play date. It was a mommy group. We had our kids. The moms had their wine. We were chit-chatting. Probably some gossip about other moms, something like that. Kids were in the backyard, and the lady's house that we were at, she had 2 daughters. I have 4 boys. I know nothing about girls, little girls. But in her kitchen, I was nosy. And I said, what are those things in there? Is that lipstick containers? And she said, oh, no, that's my Scentsy testers. I had a Scentsy party last week, but you couldn't come. I said, oh. She said, but I haven't closed my party up. Do you want to order? And I was like, oh. So I stuck my foot in my mouth on that one. And so at that point, I was like, pour me some more wine, girl. Let's sit down. They showed me the catalog and these white lid party testers. I don't know if any of you guys have been around for a while, but if you know what white lid party testers, they're the big ones. So I'm flipping through the catalog, and I'm like, oh my gosh, the face warmer. Got it. Had to have it. Now I'm over here eyeballing the grapevine warmer. Well, I had lost my job, so I knew I was kind of thrifty. Couldn't spend very much. And I was smelling the testers, and every one that I smelled that I liked, I'm hoarding these little white lids underneath my arms over here. So I'm like, okay. And she goes, no. You don't buy those. You order them. I was like, oh, well, here, you can smell them all now, because, yeah. And so I'll never forget that. I bought the face warmer. I got the 3-pack of bars with it. Mocha Doodle, Enchanted Mist, and satin sheets. And so she shipped in my house. She was in Baytown, and I got it, turned it on, fell in love with it. And I realized a week later, that smell was still going on. And I thought, hold on a minute. I've been in Ross and TJ Maxx and Marshalls like every 3 days, because when you burn a candle, it's gone. You put it in the trash, and you keep going back, and that's that vicious cycle. I thought, this stuff is saving me money. I've got to figure out how to get more. And so I called the friend up, and I said, I don't want anybody in my house. I've got 4 kids. I don't have time to clean. I work, but I need to have like some kind of a get this stuff for free. And she said, oh, well, you can have a catalog card. And I said, sign me up. What do I have to do? She said, you just post about it on Facebook or show some of your friends at work. And I was like, okay. I promise you guys, I had no catalog. I had no testers. I had her website, and that was it. And so I worked it as best as I could. I had a couple of friends that kind of knew what Scentsy was. and they ordered from me, and I called the girl, and I said, well, I'm done. I don't have any more orders. I said, I'm ready to close. And she said, okay. Well, out of all the stuff that you get, you're free and half price. It's $23.11. Y'all, I ran to my purse, pulled out my debit card. I said, y'all take debit cards? Can I pay you right now? And she said, oh, yeah, of course. I was so excited that I got so much for so little. And mind you, she lived in Baytown. I'm in Cypress. So it came time to get in the orders and my free stuff. So I had to tell my husband. I said, honey, I've got to go up to Target today on 290 and Skinner. I thought I was supposed to meet this lady, and she's got all this Scentsy stuff for me, and I only paid $23. I said, I think it's on the up and up, but can you ride with me? Because we're going to meet in the parking lot to do this. And he was like, so he rode with me in the car, and we got there. And on the way, of course, I had found or gotten a catalog. I think it was from my mother-in-law. There was a sticky cinnamon bun sample attached to it, and I just kept smelling it. It was in my purse. I just kept smelling it. So as I'm looking at it on the way there, I looked in the back and I saw that kit. And I was like, oh. I said, I'm going to join, honey. He goes, no, you're not. You have done all that. No, nothing. It's just not going to work. I was like, okay, I'll show him. And so we get there, and he's laughing. We get there, we pull up, and she was a real person. She had the sticker on the back of her car, so I was like, yes. Okay, this is good. So she had all my stuff. It was all bagged up. It had ribbons on it. I felt so special. And so I left him in the car while I talked to her, and I said, thank you. And she gave me all my stuff. I said, what's it cost to join this place? And she said, oh, well, it's only $99. And I said, well, okay. I knew that. I'd already read it in the book. And I said, well, what do you have to do to, make some money and get it for discount? She said, we just have to have 150 every 3 months. I was like, I spend 50 every month right now. I got that. And so I said, well, I'm not a really big seller, but I really like the product. And so do you want my catalogs? You can have them. Because she told me I got catalogs in the kit. She looked at me like I was crazy. I was like, oh God, I blew my cover. I said, they're going to be okay with that because I just want the kit. I would rather be up front. She said, oh no, it's fine, totally fine. So I kid you not, by the time she got back to Baytown, I had already went home, went on her website and signed up. Didn't even tell her, kind of she knew I was interested. So from there, I just kind of told my friends about it because at that point I was a consultant. And I had a really well launch party. And I couldn't believe it that my first paycheck, I'll never forget, it was $256. So I gave him back his $99 because he paid for my kit. And so I made my investment back, and I think I bought some shoes with the rest of it. And I was happy. So I'll tell you now, 4 years later, that is not my why. Now it's completely different. But you never know who you're going to come in contact with, who you're going to share the Scentsy with. And so my sponsor didn't tell me share, didn't tell me give, didn't tell me you got to tell people about this, didn't tell me they can't buy it until they try it or they smell it. So I probably wasted a lot of time. But I'm going to tell you guys how not to waste time. So that is my Scentsy story. It's completely different now. But basically you want to share the opportunity of Scentsy. Today I'm not branded, but normally I am. If I'm around town, I'm looking at you guys, y'all are all branded. If you go to Target today and you're checking out and you're wearing that bling shirt, they're going to ask because people are nosy. What's that? What's that Scentsy you have on? Well, they just opened up the can of worms to allow you to share with them. So actually my husband started this when we were going to a trip with Scentsy. We were going to the airport. He said, I've got all the business cards and samples. And I was like, honey, we're going to a leadership trip with other Scentsy people. You don't give them our samples. They're already in. He said, no. We're giving these to people that we come in contact on the way there, at the airport, at a restaurant, wherever. And I was like, what? A shy girl here? I said, no, I don't think I can do that. He said, no, it's a game. It's on. We're going to have a competition. Whoever gets the first one out And he had some kind of, I don't know what he attached to it. It might have been $25 or something. I attacked the lady that was in security, and I didn't know you're not supposed to do that. You can't touch them. I'm like, here's a sample. And she's like, I can't take it. And she goes, but I know Scentsy, so put it right here. I'll get it later. I was like, I got it. And he's over there being frisked down, and I'm like, yes. And so from there, it was like, that wasn't hard at all. And I gave them my information. And so he had on a Scentsy shirt and a Scentsy hat. So I think he had that one up on. He went to Papacito's. We're checking out. He was paying for our meal, and of course she saw it. She said, what's Scentsy? And I was like, should I do it? Should I blast in on him? And I didn't. So I let him pass out the information to the lady. And so at that point we were tied. But I thought to myself, we've been in Scentsy for 18 months. Why haven't we been doing this before? It's a card. So if I'm checking out at Target and the lady says, oh, look at all this stuff. You're buying lotion and beach towels. Oh, yeah, I'm going on a Scentsy trip. They paid for it. Wow, you went for free. Yeah, so neat. It's awesome. Well, what is Scentsy? Oh, she started it. And at that point, I will always tell them, if you don't already have a Scentsy consultant, here's my information. I'll deliver for free. I'm local. Contact me if you ever need anything. And that's literally about 6 seconds. So the ladies behind me don't get mad because I'm trying to sell something, and she's got my information. I take my bags and I leave. It was that simple. It wasn't hard. So she could either throw it away, give it to someone else, put it in her back pocket, or like me, the sample that's attached to it, she might keep smelling it and wonder, what is that? How can I get more? I'm going to call that lady. And so that's some of the things that we do. And so Scentsy has came up with, and you'll notice this in all the other breakouts, all of your friends that are at Spring Sprint, they're going to hear the same things at every location, so that you didn't hear something different or better or more. So that's the good thing about Spring Sprint, is that the content is going to be the same. And so the content I'm going to share with you is shared by Kelly Tenney. She's a Superstar Director in, I think, Ohio. Any of you guys know her? She's awesome. And so this is her knock for opportunity information. And so she has graciously enough shared this with us so that we can share it with you guys, so that you can do it. So some of you might already use this information, but if you don't, I'm going to tell you how she does it, and then I'm going to add my spin to it as well. So we were supposed to have a table, but we don't, and so I kind of set up everything here. And you guys, Scentsy is so awesome that all the things that I'm about to tell you guys, they included it in our kits. I'm like blown away. This is so awesome. So they're actually giving you the information to show you how to use it so that you can walk out of here today and you can do a possibility packet today. You can do a borrow bag today. Have y'all seen what's in your kit? Because it's right here. I know some of y'all put it in your car. Some of you haven't opened it up. I'm dying to post it on my Facebook page, but I'm going to hold out. Because I want people to go from that 10% off now. I want them to buy those discontinued bars. I don't want them to wait so they can get this It's a Party warmer. So we're so excited about that. But the first thing I'm going to do is talk about possibility packets. So it's kind of awkward. If I get down here, you might not be able to hear me. But inside of your kits, all of you will get the folder that you put the information in. And possibility packets are just pieces of information readily available. I do have a sample down here that you can hand out. Everyone in Texas knows it's hot here. Things can melt. So my workaround of that is a mini body spray sample. So it doesn't melt. I can carry it in my car, very easy. If any of you guys want to come up here afterwards, I'm going to leave it if you want to just take a picture of it. So I know that sample is not going to melt, but I used to do the room spray samples before we had body spray. Now, be honest, how many of you guys sprayed Luna and went like this so that you could wear it? Am I the only one? Okay, thank you. So now that we have the body spray, you're not cutting into the room sprays to try to make your samples. She's got one right there. Oh my gosh, you're awesome. She's got one. You just open it up. It opens right up. It's got more ounces than a room spray. You can get more body spray samples out of it. That one's probably Luna down there, or maybe sugar. And so I get that with my business card. So it's a really quick item. That doesn't have to be in your possibility packet. There is a list of what they want you to have in there. It's the shooting star enhancement kit and what they get and how much it is. It's the top 10 reasons.
Yeah. What is it in?
I'm just going to get down here. Okay, so you've got your clipboard that comes in there. All of this stuff is supposed to go into the possibility packet envelope. In your kit, you're also going to get the shooting star flyer. So a lot of times it's hard to start that conversation with somebody, and you don't want to seem pushy about it, or hey, Mom, want to sell 500 really quick and you can get that. That's not how you do it. But if they have that in there, they can read it and absorb it themselves, and they can see, oh, I'm going to get all of this for just 200. So if you have that in there, that is awesome. They've also included inside the monthly special, so hopefully everybody signs up for a warmer and scent of the month, because you're going to get 50 of these flyers. I attach the stickers to them. I stamp them with my information. Those go in there as well. They also would like for you to put the top 10 reasons for joining Scentsy, which is really great. So of course they can take this home and absorb it and read it and go, you know what? I like awards. I'm driven by goals. Give me a goal and I'm going to meet it. So they might call you back and say, hey, Christina, I was reading on the top 10 goals. It says that I can get into this trip. What do I have to do? Girl, you know, I've been on trips. This is real. See, when they say that you've been on trips, you really can. So sometimes them reading it on their own is better. You also get, in your starter kit, you get the information of why I choose Scentsy, in case they would like to join. I'm a big sample person, and so I would have shown you my sample. I'm doing Ambrosia right now because she is, I'm calling her she. Ambrosia is retiring at the end of this month, so I want my customers to smell it, want it, buy it, and get it in time before it's gone. And then of course these are the mini, they're no longer room spray, these are body spray samples that I do. And you can go on Google, there's clear ones, there's blue ones, there's pink ones, there's all colors. And I have a layers label on the back of it, and it actually says, enjoy this free layers by Scentsy body spray sample in sugar, compliments of, and I have my website and my phone number, so that they know this is body, yes, you can wear it, you're going to smell good. If you've gotten any of the fingernail files in the Scentsy family store, I like buying things that are in there that come in 2s, 3s, 4s, and more, so that I can open them up and share them with other people. Ladies love these, and they have Scentsy on them. They're going to think about you. So this would be in my possibility packet. These are some extra items. If you ever see the Rocks to Warmers DVD that's sold in the Scentsy family store, watch it, even for yourself, to see how Scentsy makes our products. It's amazing. And when someone else, if they'll take the time to watch the DVD, it's great. And there's also other consultants videos on here as well. So we hand this out at some of our events and stuff. I also do, this is a washer whiff card. But I would actually take a scoop of washer whiffs, put it in a little baggie, just like you would do for this one, and I would attach it right here. I don't have a label on it, but it's full of the white whiffs, because when they use whiffs and experience them, customer forever. Who uses their whiffs in here? Yes. I do Ocean on my littlest one, and I call him my Ocean guy, because whenever I pick him up from school or when he gets out, I'm giving him a big hug, and I'm like, ah, and I can smell Ocean. He has it in his warmer in his room, and you know, your customers will do the same thing. They'll remember those scents. They'll tie it to an emotion. So for me, the same way. And then also, I do this card. This actually came from, you know what? It came from this right here. What I did was instead of purchasing this flyer, see the information in there? So this is approved. Of course, I said it into compliance, and I said instead of purchasing these, they're big and larger. Sometimes I will just attach this. It's the same thing, has my information, has a picture of us. What you can do, I stick these inside my catalogs, and the last piece is a catalog. I don't have it here because it's in another piece that I'm going to show you how to use in a minute. So these are items that aren't going to melt, that you can hold in your car. You can have them anywhere with you. And so if you're talking to someone about Scentsy, maybe they saw it on your hat, or they saw it on your shirt, or they saw it on your bag, or I love that color purple bag. And you can say, it used to be Chanel, blah, blah. So you can there's so many ways that you can spark a conversation with someone. But at the end, you can say, you know what, let me leave you with some information. You have it right then. keep 10 of them in your car. And I'm gonna show you guys what I did when I first joined. When I was trying to get people to join my team, this is real paper here. These, and you can tell I have different months. This is February. These are recruits. These are people that I thought that I could introduce Scentsy to, or that might want to join. Is your name on here? Oh, you joined sooner. This is February. This is because of Spring Sprint. I went in Fort Worth. I don't know however many by hands who was in Fort Worth. Was in the Woodlands. Me and her went, knew nothing. When I went home, I decided there's a bonus kit month in February. They can get, and I'll tell you guys, whenever I was a kit nepper, the 80 party testers that you get, my reason was that I'm gonna scoop the wax out of every one and put it in my faith warmer. I don't have to buy candles for 2 years because I have one every week. He thought I was nuts. I was like, honey, I'm saving us so much money with this. Then I'm thinking, you're laughing. I love it. So I went home and I was like, that bonus kit month, I'm going to tell everybody, because they get the 80 and they get the bonus ones. They get 2 sets of catalogs. So I started thinking of my friends. Who likes to decorate? Who has kids? Who needs extra money? Who wants to put their children in ballet? Who wants to have their bills, car note taken care of? So these are real names. And if they joined, I marked off their name. And if they didn't join, I carried their name to the next month. And as you can see, I always had a running total. The markouts are the ones that joined. And I kept carrying them forward until they told me to shut up or they joined. These are my real numbers. And so towards the end, I would write down their information. And this goes for quite a while. But in February, I had 8. And you know what? I told myself I had a team of 4. Me, you, and I think you had someone and I had someone. I said, I have a team of 4. I'm going to use that bonus kit month, and that's just double, but you don't like saying the word double. I'm going to double my team in 1 month. I went from 4 to 8, and I was like, yay! That is so awesome. And some people are like, okay, try 100 and go to 200. But that was my goal at the time, and I did it. And so in March, I recruited 5. April, I recruited 6. June, 3. August 6th, it was another bonus kit month. I used those to my advantage. And again, I didn't stop doing this. I mean, it's full. I also do that at my home parties. This is a list of this lady. She booked from this party and her email, and I kept it. I booked 4 bookings off that one party. That was awesome. And I'm going to show you guys. Actually, if you want to learn how I book parties at parties, go to the BAM Book All Month breakout. I did that one for Scentsy, and is it Annie? I think Annie's doing that one today. So if you want to learn how to use the mini purse booking game or Book All Month, that information is there. So I'm going to come back down here. I'm going to talk about the borrow bag. So this is another way that you can get Scentsy into other people's hands. If someone would have given me a borrow bag when I first joined, I would have joined a lot sooner. And I am kicking myself in the rear for not going to that party across the freeway those 4 months, because who knows what it had done for our life. So I'm going to come down here so I can hold these up, because I know a lot of you put your kit in your car or it's underneath. But if you wanted it to be a surprise, I'm about to break the surprise. So they're going to give us It's a Party Warmer. And this one was supposed to have came out last year, but they had some problems with the production. I think Orville and Hy-Vee weren't happy with the quality, and if it's not the best, they're not going to give it to us to sell. So you get that. You have a borrow bag. That's actually coming in your kit. Let me hold these up. This is what they're calling the borrow bag. And then you're also going to get another one of the Warmer of the Month flyers. So these are things you want to put in your borrow bag to offer to someone to try Scentsy. You could use a Scentsy bag. You could use a cute bag you got at Hobby Lobby. They always have 50% off sales. You can do a bag anywhere. They're also This is an extra. If you've got a scent pack laying around, you can put that in there too, because all it's going to do is just the aroma. It's going to suck them in. So, oops, I'm going to move that there. You also are going to get dryer discs in your kit today. Did y'all see that was Jet Set Go? So now you don't have to hoard the layers combo that we got during the holidays. We can actually use them now. The washer whisks. So if you wanted to, you could scoop some of these into a little baggie and hand them out and sample them to your friends and tell them, just do a little load of towels or maybe some dish towels, something small. Make sure you tell them to use it with unscented detergent, since we don't have the detergent to let them try. Give them your information and watch them come back for more. I added another bar, but in your bar you're going to get Sedona Sunset in your kit. So the gist of this is that you put it all together in the bag and you let them borrow it for say a week or maybe over the weekend. Show them how to use this. We'll put I'll probably do 2 cubes in here. And so that they can experience Scentsy over the weekend. Let me know what you think about it. And then they'll give it back to you with the hopes of they might order. They might say, well, I can host a party because I'll help you get this warmer for free. Or they might want to even join because it's just that magnificent. For those of you that have friends, family, or contacts that are not local, because this is a warmer you're letting them borrow. What if you have someone in Florida, someone in New York? You don't want them to pass up the opportunity. That's my best friend. I've got to share this with her. You don't have to give the warmer. You can give, this is what I actually give out these. I get these at, where do I get these at? ExpressYourselfOnline.com. They're really great. ExpressYourselfOnline.com. Really long website, but they ship out almost same day. 2-day shipping, super fast. I've never had a problem with them. I wouldn't share it with you if I didn't. These are probably $5.95 a piece or less. But the awesome thing is that they open up, and I didn't fill this one up, but you put your catalogs in here. You could put in a scent of the month flyer in here. You could put in a pen, a spatula on this side, and of course order forms. Here you would put in a coffee bean tin or your sample that I've got over there. Put that in here. You could put in your party tester or mini party tester of the new scent of the month that goes with the flyer. There are other little pouches in here. You could do a sample of the washer whisks in there. And awesome, this is an entire set of party testers that just fit into this bag. I have also done this with just a transition mini party tester. They're on sale right now. It gives them a little bit of every scent category that we have. So there's no reason why they wouldn't want to get one of the mainly scents or one of the baking scents or one of the flower scents, because there's something for everyone in there. And that's what I like to do instead of giving out a full set, is I like to be thrifty. So I have done this before. I've given someone 20. I've done it 4 times over. There's 4 basket parties. Sometimes 80 can be overwhelming to somebody. Or I'll give a lady 40 and another lady 40, and I split them straight down the row. You get 3 manly, you get 2 manly. You get 4 baking, she's going to get 3. So everything fits in here, and then they roll it up, and they can take it wherever they need to go. And it's very light, and it's not something that kind of stands out. Because if someone doesn't sell Scentsy, and they're just trying to get some free and half price, they don't want to shout it out to the world. This could be anything in here. My lunch could be in here. So that's what I do. Also, what you can do with this free bar that came in your kit is that you can make samples out of it and attach them to your business cards, to your catalogs. So the borrow bag can turn into so much more for you, because they might just want to join. You never know. But you can start off with hoping that they might place an order. They might like it. What I tell every single customer who has bought and comes back to me, you know what, Sarah, you bought $60 and now you want another warmer because they want it in every room in their home now. Let's get it to you free and half price. And I'll tell them, if you show the borrow bag, or we can give the actual warmer itself, and you get a qualifying party, we're going to get it to you for free and half price. And if they say no, okay, let me get your order form. I'll get you taken care of. I'll get you checked out. I'm going to get you that order as soon as possible. I really appreciate you. Or if I have someone that has ordered $60 from me before, they normally do the combo, and they'll come back and want more, of course. I'll say, you know what, you want to order another 60, you've already spent 60. Did you know that it's only $99 to join? And you're almost at a kit. So if you've ever even remotely thought about selling Scentsy, I wanted to offer you the opportunity. It's $99. Instead of paying again for some more product, you can start your own business today. And so if I don't tell them that, or if I don't explain that to them, then someone else is going to. So I always say, if you don't ask, someone else will. So if someone goes, if I took her money, and then they saw another friend, oh, you sell the Scentsy, how about just some from Christina? Yeah, I spent so much. Well, did she tell you that you could join for a night? No, she didn't tell me that. They're gonna come back to me and think, she just took my money. So at least I offered them the opportunity. And I not only do it when they buy or when they host, but when they, hopefully when they'll join. Another thing that you can do is host flipping. And sometimes this is hard. You may be in an incentive period and you're trying to win a trip. Because when you flip a host, the orders that they got at their party could be $500, $600, $700. You're basically giving those orders to them. They join, they get the commission, they get the PRV, they get the trip points, they get all those customers because you know they're going to come back. And if you booked any parties, they get all the bookings. Who wouldn't want to do that? And if it's a $600 or $700 party, hi, they just hit Shooting Star. You can tell them, bling is on the way. You get a bracelet from Scentsy. It has a diamond charm on it. It's Pandora-like. It's awesome. And you can buy a kit for $200. You already made it. And then if it's a $600 or $700 party, they're $300 or $400 away from certifying. Girl, you're going to skip right past the Central and go right to certified. You're going to earn 25% commission on this. And so right off the gate, they're going to promote. They've got their own business. They're selling something that they love. And obviously they did it well because they had a party and all those friends. And I'll tell you guys, I had a friend. Her name was Christina. She lives in Missouri, works at a dentist office, had a basket party. And you can ship these in a flat rate bubble mailer with the post office for $6.10. I give them one folded up with my label on the back of it. I give them a check for $6.10 to get it back to me. Very inexpensive. I shipped her one of these. She had a basket party for me. She called me when she was done and she said, okay, Christina, I've got 400 orders because that's what the goal that I gave her. You get 60 and free and you get 3 half price. And I gave her a plug-in for reaching that goal. I used the perpetual. I paid $10 out of my pocket, but I got the 400 in orders. And I said, oh my gosh, Christina, you did awesome. You reached the goal, you get 60 and free. And she picked out all of her stuff. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to tell you, my commission on this is, and I told her how much it was going to be. And I said, if you've ever thought about selling Scentsy, I would give you these 400 orders. Instead of me plugging them into my system, they can become yours. Then you're $100 away from Shooting Star and you've got your own business. And I said, if not, it's okay. She said, no, I'm working. I've got her daughter, she's in ballet. I said, it's okay, no problem. I'm gonna get these orders put in for you. I'm gonna have everything shipped to you. Scentsy gonna send you bags and you can hand it out to all your friends at the office. And she said, okay, and I told her, thank you. And I gave her the plug-in that was my gift to her because I want her to tell other people, because I did this, I got this, and it was from Christina, so she'll refer some more to me. She called me a week later and she said, oh my gosh, everyone wants more. They got their Scentsy. And I said, did you want my website? She said, I'm joining. She said, I totally should have listened to you. I'm kicking myself in the rear shoes, but it's okay. I'm still going to join. Those people in the dentist office are now her customers. The bookings that she got, those are, of course, her bookings because I couldn't do the party. But I do offer this, and I tell them, if you have any other friends that want the borrow bag, you can pass it to them. If she needs more catalogs or order forms, I'll send some more in the mail. But at that point, I didn't have to because she joined my team. It's Christina Coolers. And she's still with us 4 years later. She's built a team for herself because I offered that to her. And so my thing is again, if you don't ask, someone else will. And believe me, someone is going to ask. Because a lot of people are nosy. They want to ask questions. They see stuff. And sometimes if you're shy, like I used to be shy girl. I used to walk with my head down. I used to not want to confront with people. Now I'm like, Scentsy, hey! Yes, you live in Louisiana. No, you don't know me, but I know we sell Scentsy together, so there's nothing wrong with that. We're all the big happy family. So it's 12 o'clock. But basically, the recruiting here, your recruiting can be very easy. If you're sharing Scentsy, and you're sharing the opportunity, you're sharing a great product, you love it and you're passionate about it, they're going to want to do it too. And so I hope that the possibility packets will work for you. Go home and make yours, put them together, put them in your car. The next time someone comes to you and says, what is that? You are armed with all the information that they need. And if someone might not have the money or doesn't want to clean their house or just is too busy, it's okay. I'm going to offer you a borrow bag. And that's all the information or products that you can put in there, or you can deviate and do your own thing as well. So hopefully those items will help you guys not only get customers, hosts, but now team members so that you can recruit and grow your Scentsy businesses. Thank y'all.